What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a minute since I've last put a video up on the channel. I kind of wanted to make this video as like a little bit of an update, kind of what I've been doing, where have I been, as a whole, just to make sure like let you know that like the channel's not dead. I'm not just stopping to create videos. But what I've been doing is I've been kind of evolving my setup as a whole when it comes to my computer setup at home. Prior to my move, I've been working at the same setup for making my Magic the Gathering videos as well as my work area. So my new setup, as you can kind of see, I have my work setup is kind of actually over here, whereas my physical setup, where I can do some personal stuff like MTG Arena, or play games and stuff like that, is now separate, which I think is a benefit to me. The other thing too is because I've been working from home, for the past like year and a half or so, it does get sometimes strenuous in the idea of I set up the computer for the most part 8 to 10 hours a day, give or take, on my workload for my actual full-time job. And sometimes I just need to take a step away from the computer, and I just, sometimes I'm just not interested to sit down on a computer on my off days or after work in that manner. So that's kind of what I've been doing. I've been just kind of taking a break, taking a step back, not sitting down in a chair for 12, 14-hour days, with doing my real job and also doing this. So I do apologize in that manner. It's just sometimes you just got to take that break, you got to take a step back and kind of, take everything in. The other thing I've been doing is I've been assessing my content I've been producing here on the channel, kind of seeing things that I've been enjoying to make, and seeing the long-lasting benefits of certain video types that I do here on the channel. And I kind of want to, expand on those particular ideas. I do like the new player stuff, talking about the game from a perspective of helping people learn how to play Magic the Gathering Arena. As there isn't too many sources out there currently on, I think, the internet that really helps ask those, particular questions that people are always, looking for, that maybe the game doesn't tell you. Maybe it's somewhere in a rule book, but you have no idea where to even start to look up that particular rule. But that's kind of where I kind of want to expand some of my content, and it does probably take away from maybe doing some of the gameplay videos. As much as I do enjoy doing like the gameplay, let's play style videos, I do think as much as it's cool to kind of show you off various decks before you maybe go ahead and build them, I just don't know if I like the pre-recorded and kind of then publishing them and kind of like letting you guys take it in that way. Over the course of time and trying to figure out where my availability is, I kind of want to bring back the live streams, and maybe that's where I bring a lot of my gameplay stuff, and then I can answer your questions live on stream. So at some point I do want to bring back the live stream, maybe at least the one a week on like a weekend morning. And then from there, I kind of want to explore my other areas of, not just Magic the Gathering Arena, but maybe expand on the game as a whole. Because MTG in general has, the physical component, there's MTG Arena online, or there's MTG Online. And I kind of want to explore and kind of see what I could do with that, if there's anything that maybe isn't touched up enough that kind of doesn't make sense. Maybe if you're a new player, where do you start when it comes to maybe looking at buying singles or various things along those lines. And then when it comes to MTG Arena or MTG Online, how new player friendly is it? The client is a little bit old, I know of that for sure, so it's not as shiny and has all the fancy buttons that maybe MTG Arena has. But it is definitely a client that is a one-to-one when it comes to the physical component of the game, as well as a digital component, in the fact that you can play all the formats physically, digitally, as you can play physically in MTG Arena. So it's definitely one of those things, like modern and things like that. Outside of that, I've played various card games over my history of playing card games in the past 20 years, majority of it being Magic the Gathering Online, but I've dabbled in some other card games that have, were a thing at one point and they kind of died off. I may want to dive into some of those games, talk about games that no longer exist on a physical component, as well as maybe dive into some digital card games, look at other digital modern card games that are out there and exist, and kind of maybe look at the new player experience / free to play experience, and kind of see where it compares when it comes to MTG Arena, and kind of use that lens as if you're looking for maybe another digital card game, and maybe you're just a little bit bored or looking for just something else that's also a card game outside of MTG Arena. But with that being said, that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to this as a whole. If you have any comments, you guys want to suggest anything, leave a comment down below. It definitely helps out a lot, lets me kind of know where you guys are interested in. I do apologize. I do apologize for the lack of videos, but I do enjoy the fact that, anyone who does watch this video, I appreciate it. With that being said, I'll see you later.